To the top, my friends. Okay, boons and conditions. You guys are raving about this. Let's check it out. Currently, it's not strongly relevant in most gameplay, as few enemies attack rapidly enough for it to be a significant damage source. We're talking about confusion. However, it's also exceedingly powerful on a few specific boss fights in raids and elsewhere, which happen to have attack patterns that trigger confusion often. It's been a problem to balance around. True! It's not much fun at being very good in severe fights, and raid fights mean that confusion heavy specialized like Mirage aren't up to par elsewhere. To address this, we're partially normalizing the confusion condition by making the damage over time component of confusion in PvE gameplay scale with the condition damage stat, making it overall more useful for general open world and mission play. Each stack of confusion will be exactly half as powerful as a stack of the bleed condition. At the same time, we're halving the trigger damage dealt when an enemy activates a skill. Overall, these changes mean that confusion will be a more reliable source of damage during play for progressions that make regular use of it, and they will reduce the degree which will split functionality between PvE and PvP. Okay, right. I'm actually going to take this. This is actually a very good change. Why? So, confusion being good isn't a problem. Confusion being insanely polarizing is. What this means is it's still going to be really good on encounters where bosses attack fast, right? Because you proc it a lot more often. But the thing is, it won't be, like, disgustingly good. And it also means that now Mirage is kind of better elsewhere. So instead of being either, like, complete, you know, not very good at all or absolutely amazing, it's now going to be like solid or really fucking strong, right? Essentially, which is good design. This is exactly where it needs to be, okay? That is good. Great change there by ArenaNet. I think that's been a long time coming for PvE, for sure. Okay, so let's go through all the changes. Just a few minor ones here by the looks of this, actually. Wait. Dude, I love ArenaNet. Guys, ArenaNet is the best company ever fucking made, right? Weaver has impressive damage potential in PvE, but as many Weaver mains have noted, it's often reliant on assistance from other players to maintain the necessary weakness conditions on their target, and their fragility leaves little room for mistakes in play. With this update, we're making two PvE-specific changes, improving the Weaver's ability to upkeep weakness on their targets via superior elements, and increasing the Weaver's personal sustainability by increasing the amount of barrier granted by elemental refreshment. ArenaNet is literally fucking trolling, dude, okay? Like, I mean... What? I'm honestly super surprised they didn't actually buff the damage on it, because the damage on it is honestly a bit depressing on some of the builds, right? It's not where it should be, especially compared with other things. Particularly seeing as they're buffing Scourge, by the way. Oh, I love to see it. I mean, honestly, this is a good video game, guys. It really is. So... you get more barrier. I believe this is barrier when you use dual skills, right? Elemental refreshment, I think. It's you get dual skills, so you get more barrier by spamming dual skills here.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's honestly kind of nice. I actually don't mind it. Like, that's not a bad change. I actually get like that's kind of an elegant change to make it so that you just generally get more passive sustain from this. I think that's good. I would have actually liked to see them buff the damage a bit, though, to be honest, because it is like the glass. It's like the glass. It's like it is the glass cannon build, right? So I think it should actually. It should do a little bit more damage, but whatever. Yeah, and now you get to upkeep weakness a bit better in PvE only. I think that's kind of cool. It means that you don't have to, you don't have to worry about some random plebs applying weakness. Although, to be fair, was this ever really a problem? Like, doesn't weakness get spammed, like, insanely hard in raids anyway, like most raid scenarios? Maybe it's because I play with so many necros. I don't know. Like, I don't think you ever really suffer. Like,
it can be a problem
as well,
sometimes.
Right? Yeah.
Honestly, if you have 10 people in a raid, it doesn't really come up that often.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah, I guess more in fractals, right? Yeah, that's Fidelo's right. So maybe in fractals it's more of an issue. So you can, you
don't really take the trade in fractals anyway because you're over crit capped.
Oh yeah.
Fractal potion.
Yes.
I mean,
maybe
I don't know. It's kind of
maybe this confirms they're obliterating the fractal potions. You need the precision now. You shut it down. I like the content. It's good shit.
That would be good.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you don't get a lot of barrier. Honestly, I feel like this is one of those changes that they could honestly, like, almost battle scars this and just say, you know what? Let's say triple the barrier in PvE only. Like, you get, like, a shit ton. You get loads of barrier from doing it. Because it doesn't give you that much. It's like a few hundred, I think, right now. Without any healing power anyway. So I think they should just say, you know what? Weaver actually gets, like, mini battle scars. And you get, like, a
right now it's 400 baseline.
That's not very good.
I think. Yeah.
That's a bit not good. Let's be honest here. Okay, I mean, look. Listen, Mel, I just saw a video where a Guardian got 25 stacks of stability. Okay? And you're telling me that Weaver has to deal with 400 barrier increased by 20%?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just thinking how they could have made this trade instead of like extra 20% for healing power, just make it like 80 or something. I don't know. Even then, it's just...
Listen.
Just make the trait give extra vitality, and you're just forced to take it.
Listen, Mela.
Just give it something.
I saw a Necromancer ability give every boon in the game max stacks to 5 targets. Why does Weaver get 20% barrier on a 400 barrier skill?
Okay, we're talking about POF here. Okay, you didn't see the Elementalist spec here, like Elementalist spec yet. Maybe what if that one is broken? What if the new Ali spec is actually Scourge?
True.
But it's red. What if it's red Scourge? Right?
They nerfed the barrier. They nerfed the barrier in DPS Scourge just to give it to Ellie in the expansion, right? I like it. Yes. Okay, that is yes. That's a big yes right there. Oh wait. Oh no, hang on. Oh, okay, Scrapper. We're pleased with how Scrapper's build options have expanded recently. Now that the dust has settled a bit, it's time for some more boons. With this update, we're adding extra concentration to the quickness Scrapper build to improve their flexibility and quickness uptime while retaining more damage. And we're providing a larger direct damage enhancement to the dedicated power builds in the trait Applied Force. Oh, wow. Okay. Kinetic Accelerators. This is the quickness trait. This trait now additionally increases your concentration by 10% of your power. That is, I believe you, with full Zerk, you're like 2.6k, right? So that's a free 260 concentration.
I mean, Power's quickness grabber is pretty good already. That's
wow.
Nice.
That is actually very good. That's a lot. Yeah, that's like an extra like 15% or so boon duration just for free. That is very nice, actually. That's really good. And you also get more power. You get 15 extra might from Applied Force. So in other words, each stack of might is 45 power on Scrapper. Oh my god. This one's going to be a pumper. And unkillable.
You can also tank with it.
Yeah. Wow. Dude, they watched the Hardstuck rating party. They were like, dude, all these people running Scrapper on Desmina. We like it. That is quite elegant, actually. I actually don't mind that. I think this is quite... I like the design on this. I think this is kind of cool. I like that change. Very good. And that's going to make this build really good, by the way. My video is coming on that soon. And this build is amazing. Real good. Very strong, actually. That's going to do a lot of damage. You can take less boon duration, by the way, because you can basically cut some Diviner gear and put on... Or just like overcap, right? Honestly, listen, guys. If you're listening to this and you are not in a guild that has either a lowercase, uppercase letter, or SC... run loads of boon duration. However, if you are in those guilds, you guys can now run less concentration and therefore do more damage, right? Yeah, it's very good. Yeah, it's very, very good here, actually. Yeah, I know these are the same things, but this is really good for power DPS Scrapper, and you also get the free boon duration here. So power DPS Scrapper is like pretty juicy now, and the quickness build basically gets more damage, essentially gets more power, because it doesn't have to run as much concentration. Very good change. I like it. Wait, Hollowsmith. Players can now use the mount key while using in Photon Forge. Doing so will automatically deactivate Photon Forge. Wait, what? Oh, I see. Oh, yeah, you can mount up while... Okay, it's like a quality of life, right?
It's kind of like QL.
Yeah, okay. I was going to say. That would be like, what the fuck? Okay, I like it. With Scourge getting toned down in PvP, yeah, some quality of life stuff there. We're looking at, we're taking a look at Protection Hollow. Elixir Gun and Mortar Kit have been staples in tank-like engineer builds for a long time, and both things that we're keeping an eye on. But we want to see the impact of shaving down a few Hollowsmith-specific elements, as well as Overshield, before touching anything else. Okay. Heat Therapy. Base heal nerfed again. Yeah, this is good, by the way, because one of the things with Nade Hollow, it has a lot of sustain from this trait as well. So like this, it kind of deserves this. Hard Light Arena cooldown is 60 seconds now. How long will it be before it comes unplayable? Let's find out. Spectrum Shield. Ooh, ow, that actually kind of hurts. Reduce the incoming damage reduction from 50% to 33% in PvP, and you get less protection from Overshield. 3 to 2 seconds. That's a big nerf, actually. Now, this is an interesting one, actually. Like, man, they're still being quite conservative, right? You know, they are being very conservative with a lot of this stuff, okay? And it does concern me a little bit. It's still, I think this actually is pretty significant. I think these changes are definitely going to have to, it will be a lot more killable. But I think, my issue with this is I don't think it actually solves the underlying problem with PvP 1v1s. Like, my issue with a lot of the changes that we're seeing here, I'm just not sure if a lot of 1v1, I think a lot of 1v1 matchups, like duel matchups, are definitely very, very stale still. Like, this definitely reduces the sustain significantly. Again, like 25% almost on heat therapy, cooldown increase on hard light arena. Again, Spectre Shield, big reduction there, and of course less protection uptime there as well. But my big problem with this is that I still think a lot of 1v1s, the core issue with PvP right now, are still very, very slow, like still incredibly slow, and might not go anywhere. Like maybe now Warrior has an easier time killing this, I guess, maybe, and maybe you can kill it in a plus a little bit easier, but you were kind of already doing that anyway, right? Like you were already trying to kill it with a plus anyway, like plussing it with a thief or something like that, and trying to get the kill. Yeah, I don't know. I just wish they'd be a bit more aggressive with some of these changes, to be honest. I don't think this is quite aggressive enough. But there you go. I don't know. All right, Guardian. Retreat. Guardians never retreat, so this shout has been renamed Advance. The voice acting isn't updated to appropriately say either Advance or Charge at random for a little variety. They'd...
Okay.
Nice. I like it. Actually true, though. I never run away. Actually true. Fix a bug that causes trait to fail to activate when killing enemies and... Wait. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Mela. Does this mean what I think it means? This means that this is fixing the bug with the no XP thing, right?
I mean, it was not really a bug. It's just how every similar thing works in the game.
What?
Like even food swapping, for example. Wait, could they have fixed it on food swapping as well?
Yeah, maybe they did. Yeah, they might have done this actually on like it might be a global fix. It might be a global fix. Yeah, I didn't think this was a bug either. I thought this was intended. Yeah, like it only gives when you get XP, right? Oh my god. So wait, this means that Firebrand is now very disgusting on a lot of encounters that have ads, I guess. Like where is that relevant though? Like because it basically you only get it in wings 1 through 4, right? I think.
Basically,
well, 1 through 3 rather.
Kind of gives it to you, no? Like even the golems on like a sage, for example.
Yeah. The worms will renew it. Okay.
In fractals, even I don't know. I guess even the orb exploding a Scrollvald or something like that will be F1. Like this could be really bad.
Yeah, you can proc it on Kadim 1, I guess now, because you can get
everything.
Oh my god, this is insane.
Do the hands in the split face of
big
Adina.
damage. Yeah. Adina hands, very nice. Okay.
Oh no.
Oh dude, look, they actually fixed. Look, they fixed a bug that's been in the game since Path of Fire. Fixed a bug in which players could rarely become stuck in a tome with 0 pages remaining, causing players need to reactivate the tome or use the weapon swap key to exit. Now, in the rare cases where this occurs, attempting to use any tome page skills will exit the tome rather than failing to do anything. Unrelenting Criticism fixed a tooltip display bug that caused PvP duration bleed to also display... Oh, yeah, that's actually... Yeah. You know, fun fact, I kind of actually know why that happened, because I kind of dealt with this with making tooltips.js. Yeah, okay, there you go, bug fix. Nice. Okay. Dude, they actually finally nerfed Medic's feedback. I mean, yeah, CMC finally got around to doing that. Nice.
Ah, yes.
Good.
Thank
you won't get the Giga Res now with PvP, like with the illusion shit. Honestly, wasn't really
giant AoE reflect on top of it.
It wasn't really a problem, to be honest. Like it was like you would see some people like troll with builds like this and run like Illusion of Life and run like Mimic and Feedback or something and really troll people with this stuff. But yeah, not really a big deal. Fixed a bug that caused the affected allies to fail to be fully revived when killing enemies in certain types of content. Oh yeah, it looks like they've actually globally fixed this. Yeah, it looks like, because they're saying Illusion of Life, that it wouldn't rally you if you killed something with no XP, right? It looks like they've actually global fixed this. Not just Firebrand. So yeah, food swapping, dude. I hear you guys like food swapping because you might have to do it in every raid now. Nice. Scourge, what did they do to it? Here we go.
Oh, boy.
Oh, annihilation, dude. Oh, no. What have we got? Wait, actually, this doesn't actually do that much, because you take this trait on Scourge anyway. Never mind. Okay. Anyway, yeah. Anyway, PvP, what do they do? Right, Thieved from Corruption, they nuked it. Yes, they nerfed the Condi Cleanse. Sandstorm Shroud gives you less barrier. Desert Empowerment has less barrier. Dude, wait, I feel like, oh no. Dude, they didn't actually hammer it that hard. I am still actually they did nerf Feed from Corruption a lot, actually. They did nerf it a lot. Ooh, so the barrier is down a fair bit, actually, to be fair. Desert Shroud is down, as well as you have a lot less sustain there. Desert Empowerment barrier is down. Sandstorm Shroud is down, which is basically Harbinger Shroud, guys, to 5k to 4k. Final is 1.6 to 1.3. And they did nerf Feed from Corruption. It's going to do a lot less damage because you get way less might now. Because every sack of might, every time you would steal might, you would actually get 3 stacks instead of, only 1 stack or whatever. So if you corrupted 1 stack, you would get 3 stacks out. Prot is down. Prot being down is really good. Resolution is down is really good. Stability is 1 stack for 3 stacks. Yeah, that's really good there as well. Oh my god. I'm actually kind of scared. Mel, I'm actually a little scared that this honestly is not... Is that enough?
I mean... maybe they want to keep Scourge. That's why they didn't go too hard, but I don't know.
Whoa.
I mean, okay, but we didn't see the rest of the changes. Is Scourge the only class changed in PvP? He did buffed everything else.
Yeah, maybe that's possible. That is possible. It's an ouchie. Don't get me wrong. It's an ouchie, but I'm just thinking, is that actually enough to kill this? It definitely makes it a lot worse. And I don't underestimate fairly significant nerfs, guys. Like, this is a 2.5k to 1.8k. 20% reduction on Desert Shroud and on Harbinger. It looks like 20% across the board nerf. Whoa. I think this change is subtle, though. This change here, guys, is actually going to hurt. Like, being nerfed, getting hit here is actually pretty brutal. Particularly the prot duration, resolution duration that you will yoink from the core guard in the team fight, right? And you won't do nearly as much damage. You're not going to get anywhere near enough damage from might either. Yeah, this is PvP only, guys, to be clear. But, this actually is a bit of a weird thing, actually, like Sand Flare. It's a very weird change they've done here, because it means that now you kind of already took Abrasive Grit in PvE anyway. There's actually, in a way, this is a really interesting thing. Oh, wait, no, you won't take this in PvE. Oh, wow, this actually nerfs it in PvE really hard, actually. Oh, yeah. Because you don't take this trait. You take the expertise trait, right? And the torch trait. So you won't take this in PvE. So actually, this nerfs at Scourge pretty hard in PvE, actually. You won't get much value out of Sandflare. You actually might not even run Sandflare. You probably actually run Signet now on Scourge, I think. I don't think you'll run this, because you won't want to take... I thought this is the other trait, right? Abrasive Grit is a different one. Although, actually, that's kind of... Yeah, they fixed the demonic law bug. That's good, right? How Harbinger Shroud just got renamed. That's fine. Ooh, I'm a little skeptical of Scourge changes. I think that definitely hurts. I kind of trust CMC here. Like, we might see it maybe just be barely killable enough with those reductions there. I am a little skeptical, though. I kind of think that Scourge will kind of like survive there somehow, but we'll see. Wait. Dude, do you know why they're making... Dude, oh my... You guys know why they're making Lingering Curse do this, right? It gives just flat base Condi mod now. You know why they're doing that, right? So you can use it with Harbinger, which I actually really don't like, by the way. I actually think that Necro gets held back by this trait so much. I think it should only be Scepter, actually. Necro really gets it. This is actually a buff to Scourge as well, by the way. Quite a big one, too, because Torch is kind of a juicy weapon. Not really a big fan of that change. I think that's bad design. But never mind, okay? Okay, so they did some other quality of life here. Death Shroud. We kind of went over Necro at the start here. Players may now use the mount key while in Death Shroud. Doing so will automatically deactivate Death Shroud. Yeah, blah, 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 blah. And just some, like, basic tooltip stuff here. Tooltips. Oh, yeah, actually a slight buff here as well. Fixed a bug that caused precision granted by this trait to not be used for bonus condition damage for the next minor curse trait target the week. In other words, you just get 180 times 0.13 extra condition damage. So you actually get like another 20 Condi damage just for free on Scourge. And you also get Lingering Curse on Torch now as well. You know what's really interesting? What do you think about that? Is that actually good enough to make Dagger a DPS increase on Scourge? I think yes. Because Dagger gives like 3 bleeds for a pretty big duration, right? And now you get 50% duration modifier, but actually it's more than that because it's applied by, it works on condition damage too. So in other words, you're going to maybe even want to use dagger here. So you would do like Scepter Torch, Scepter Dagger, because you can do some more transfer shenanigans, and you get the modifier that makes the duration go really, really high. What is actually, what's the duration on Enfeeble? Let me actually look. Let's see how good it is. Hang on, Enfeebling Blood. Wiki load for me, please.
I mean, you don't have Scepter 3 on Dagger.
No, I mean offhand. It's not actually that good. It gives you 3 bleeds for 10 seconds. With lingering curse, that will be 3 bleeds for 30 seconds. Because it will be 50% mod, then 100% mod on top of that. It's actually pretty good. Yeah. Wait, actually, it's not the duration. Never mind, it's not the duration. Okay, no, it's just the damage. You know, I misread. I don't have eyes. Okay, never mind, it's not that good. Oh, yeah, I thought it was, yeah, I thought it was changing the duration as well. I thought it just, like, applied to everything. Oh, yeah, no, it's not that good then. Nah, it's not that good. No.
Gar.
No, Gar indeed. Alright, Death Magic! Dude, Flesh of the Master. Yeah, dude, by the way, I wanna say this, guys. Dude, Death Nova buff, because now you get the minions everywhere, because let's go, dude, Death Magic, I'm ready. And also, Flesh of the Master, they reduce the minion health again. This is a pretty big nerf to Minion Mancer. Honestly, that might actually be finally enough. This trait used to be 50%, they nerfed it to 25. I told everyone that wasn't enough, I was right. Is 15% enough? Honestly, I actually still think that Minion Mancer will probably still be pretty good, honestly, that they haven't actually, they haven't really nerfed this, to be honest. It's probably still pretty good. It's still good. Doomfire. Wait, fix a bug that could cause this trait to activate multiple times without triggering its internal cooldown when used with Scourge specialization skills. Nice, I didn't even know that was still bugged. Well, there you go.
Yeah,
Scourge
I thought they fixed it as well, but apparently they didn't.
Nice.
So, yeah.
Dread. Fix a bug that causes trait to fail, properly reduce the cooldown on Shroud skill 3 while killing enemies. Oh yeah, this is like the XP thing again. XP Gaming. Alright, yeah, okay. What do they actually say about Scourge? As the community has observed, Scourge has quickly become dominant in many game modes. True. From PvP to PvE. In PvE, the barrier granted by damage specialized Scourges to nearby allies as part of their normal damage rotation has caused Scourge to provide overwhelming support, even while traded and geared as a pure DPS build. We would like to make a clear distinction between Scourge's support and damage builds. To this end, we're making a change to the Scourge's healing skill, Sand Flare, so that it only grants barrier to the caster by default. The first tier support trait, Abrasive Grit, was previously very underwhelming, especially when compared against its chief competitor in that tier, Fell Beacon. Abrasive Grit will now cause Sand Flare to affect nearby allies, restoring it to its previous target cap. With these changes, we're shifting some of the Scourge's passive barrier granting ability off the damage specialized Scourge build and onto its builds that have specifically chosen to trait the support. Okay, I actually don't like this. Let me actually complain. This is bad design. Because this basically turns Scourge into yet another number drainer. And it doesn't do it fully, but it does do it quite a lot. And this is actually bad design. This is clearly not what Scourge was supposed to be. It is essentially... It is de-hybridizing and making Scourge less hybrid. But the thing is, this is the wrong way to do this. Like, better than being OP? Yeah, you should nerf the damage. They should nerf the damage. Like, nerfing the support is actually the wrong way to go about this, because it makes the class less interesting, right? What they're doing here, they're making it boring, but balanced, right? Okay? Don't think it's good? No, it's really not. It's not at all, actually. It's not good. Funny if it actually doesn't... It doesn't actually affect PvP that much because you take Abrasive Grit on the Scourge build anyway. But this kind of makes Scourge a bit less interesting in PvE. It means you're going to have to, like, play... Honestly, the thing is, you don't even take this... You don't even take that on Plague Doctor, really, because you want Fell Beacon anyway. It's kind of a weird thing. It means that... no, it's very weird. I actually don't think this really... It makes DPS Scourge less supporty, but in my opinion, they should have made it less DPS-y. All this does is there's... Yet another thing that removes numbers. Oh my god, how exciting. And the thing is, it actually keeps a lot of, like, the broken shit anyway with, like, the F3. You can also take, Also take like the spammy trait. When you place a shade, you get some barrier anyway. And you can also just now take the signet basically and get some like passive stain and just free DPS increase or whatever you want to do there. Actually, not a fan of this change. I don't think this is not the way I would do it. I'm not actually a big fan of the design on this. I think it makes Scourge more boring in PvE, and funny enough, doesn't really affect PvP that much, interestingly. But there you go. There you go. There you have it. Yeah, it still does the Connie thing, guys. It does the Connie thing, too, I believe. You can see here, right? Sandflare, Grotting Alley Barrier removes conditions affecting them. So you actually still have both there as well. But there it is. Okay, there it is. Yeah, I don't think that's actually going to change much. And to be honest, it also is not a good design direction for the game. It's good, yeah. We kind of went over this before. They're nerfing Scourge here. I'm actually not sure if this is enough. I think the Nefarious Favor change here is very good. I do like reducing the Comedy Cleanse here, because one of the things that was really strong about Scourge, actually, was... One of the things about Scourge that was very, very strong, actually, was the fact that it would, like, massively spam a lot of Comedy Cleanse, consistently, very consistently spamming a lot of Comedy Cleanse, and this is even better with Conversion, so that's actually very good. I like it, I like it, I like it. Good change here. This might be enough to just barely shove out the meta. I kind of wish they'd been a bit more aggressive, though. I think this actually leaves a chance that it could still be good in PvP. I think they should have just, like, completely deleted it. But I do think that this actually might be enough to make it at least a little bit more fun to play against, because the barrier nerfs are very strong here. Cleanse nerfs are very strong here. And particularly the boons. The boon output here is very good, right? Okay, this is actually a very, very good nerf here as well. But I mean... I don't know, like, again, this thing here is very scary here. We're also shaving down some of the Scourge's barrier applications in Nefarious Favor with the overall goal of making the Scourge just a bit more killable. But the thing is, that this is not good. They should be making it a lot more killable, okay? Like, Scourge is so disgusting right now. I don't know, like... It does bother me a little bit, guys, okay? That is also a very good meme with CMC, like, hydrating up big. I like that. Big hydration there for CMC. Like, he's a man who likes to stay hydrated, keeping his brain good to go. I love to see it, guys. I love to see it, yeah. I don't know. It just bothers me a little bit here because... Like, again, it doesn't actually nerf DPS Scourge that much, honestly, with Sandflare being changed that way. And this isn't that much of a hard hit, honestly, in PvP either. Like, I mean, it's definitely a blow, but I don't think it's hard enough. Dude, stop shaving and start fucking nuking stuff, right? You know what I mean? Like, let's get some radical change here and mix them up. And
get all the chains off.
Yeah, like, they need to unchain. I still think this is very, a little bit cautious. It's over-cautious, which I'm not a big fan of, actually. I'm not a big fan of overstacking here as well. But there you go. Yeah, and the thing is, I'll just kind of recap it with the Necro thing. I think that just taking away the barrier, right, and oh, we just changed the trait, right? I don't think that, the thing is, stacking Scourges is rewarded because you have, like, really strong stuff with the F3, right? And you're also insanely tanky just by default, and you also have, you know, full range damage, condition cleanse, like, loads of barrier with a Shroud there as well, in addition to all the utility that Scourge brings. I think that still, if you're looking at, like, Weaver or Scourge, I think that changing Sandflare honestly doesn't even help that much because you have all the baseline kit that comes in there. So yeah, I actually hold my position on that. I actually think this isn't good design. I think they should nerf the damage on Scourge instead of nerfing the support, because nerfing the support doesn't actually help that much because there's so much built into the class mechanics. And on top of that, I think it makes the class a little bit less interesting as well, which not a big fan. Not a big fan, but there you go. So they actually did change Renegade. Soulcleave Summit, the pathetic shadow of the ability that it once was, is now easier to upkeep. So you might actually consider pressing that button now. 8 to 6. I mean, to be honest, this skill got so fucking destroyed. I mean, I don't know. Like, this is a hollow consolation for all of the Soulcleave enjoyers out there. Like, this... Oh, this ability got wrecked, man. Holy shit. Like, yeah... His ability got destroyed. And they actually nerfed Renegade a little bit. Torment duration on 7-shot down from 7 to 6. But seriously, dude, why are we not, like, slamming these abilities? Like, this is what really confuses me about a lot of these patches, right, in the balance notes, is that why are they so cautious? I feel like, you know, right before the expansion, this is where you just, like, throw caution to the wind and just start, like, you know what, dude? 7-shot, 1 second torment duration, and all the comedy revs do, like, 2 DPS. Okay, like, amazing. That's what we need to do here, guys. We need to see, like, you know, a little bit of juice, you know? Yeah, it looks like it's everywhere as well. PvE and PvP. Yep. It actually, you know, it sucks surprisingly. Well, I mean, the torment in PvP it hurts surprisingly a lot. But dude, they're systematically removing all the 7s from 7-shot, right? Had 7-second cooldown, and now, you know, it's like now only 6 seconds. 7 stacks for 6 seconds instead. So unlucky there. Unlucky. Yeah, and Thief nerfs. Well, actually, now I'm going to leak this, Mela. There are actually 7 pages of Thief changes and Thief buffs and nerfs, but they're in stealth. Can't see them.
Yep.
Yeah, so sorry about that, guys. They are actually in stealth, and we can't see them.
Good luck finding them.
Yeah, you're ready to see it. Yeah, anyway, yeah, that kind of wraps up the balance notes, guys. Like, the balance notes, that's kind of been handled now. All that stuff, but honestly, actually, not bad, okay? And I actually think it will make PvP better, but I do wish, I actually think they are definitely playing it really risky here. I think they're really being cautious. For some reason, ArenaNet just, okay, I really wish ArenaNet would just say, okay, Scourge is incredibly unhealthy for PvP, it should not be good in PvP. In the same way that they admitted that Kala Legends shouldn't be good in PvP, right? So, you know, you can play Renegade, right? But you don't play Kala. I'm sorry, guys. Scourge is just flat out unhealthy for PvP right now. It's just not good. Like, you don't want Scourge in PvP, ever. And I wish they would just hit things a little bit harder and just give things a bit of a smack to actually get rid of them. Instead of kind of giving them the chance to linger on. It's entirely possible that the Scourge change will definitely make Scourge a lot more killable. In fact, I think it definitely will, particularly to Condi, actually. It'll be a lot more vulnerable because you won't get nearly as much value out of Nefarious Favor. You're going to do way less damage, too, and that actually might push it over the edge to not being good and make it a lot more killable, or at least a lot more optional. But I don't think that's good. I think Scourge is still going to be unfun, right? And this is the problem, guys. Okay, it's a case of balance versus fun. Like, balancing your game is not just about making sure that everything is vaguely even. Balancing the game ultimately has to account for fun too. And I think as long as Scourge exists in PvP in any way, you're going to be thinking, oh my god, I don't want to play